Hello and welcome to the Futro Hidden Movie Gems podcast. I'm your flippin' gosh dang host. Gosh, can you come get me? No, Napoleon, but I don't feel very good. It's just like
Bring me
very
my.
calm.
Can you bring me my
Get,
chapstick?
I don't want to
uh,
use the nurse's chapstick. It's gross.
freaking sicko. And we've got Cameron Mickle on the podcast.
I'm trying to earn money for college. Your mom goes to college.
And we've got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
Some say love. Dude, he looks like he's like hypnotized by that.
Dude, the hand motions, dude, he's like, oh, freaking hilarious, dude. So fucking funny, dude. Dude, okay, guys, what was it like watching this movie for the first time and rewatching it for the podcast? I'll start. I remember this movie came out when I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was laughing from the very first opening scene, watching John Heder standing there with that stupid expression on his face at the bus stop. He like opens up his folder, and as soon as he does, the bus is around the corner. He just like does this exasperated sigh. My goodness, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in a movie as an 8-year-old. It was the funniest thing.
Well, and I feel like we could connect to that. It's like the part where he throws the toy out the window is like literally my
Yeah,
childhood.
yeah, love doing that stuff. Dragging a toy behind a car or a skateboard or a bike, anything. Why was that so fun? Why is that so entertaining to do? It's just very odd. It's cool. So, and then rewatching it for the podcast, probably one of the most nostalgic movies I've seen in a long time because I know every single line of quote and dialogue and did not forget much of anything. It's insane how much the movie stays with you. Uh, so, anyway, loved rewatching it, knew all the quotes, and watched it with my wife. My kids thought it was funny too, so that was fun.
Yes.
Freaking, my lips hurt real bad. I thought that was funny. My lips hurt real bad. I'm not going to use hers, you sicko, because my kids think the way he talks is so funny. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, it's so much fun. How about you, Cameron? What was it like watching it for the first time, rewatching it for the pod?
Yeah, I don't know that I can remember the first time I watched it. I just remember, I think the way that you guys convinced me was Jordan's like, it's about football. And then I was like, what? And I just remember watching it and barely being about football at all, except for the scenes with Uncle
I,
Rico.
I was
Oh,
just about to say, I literally was like, wait, what football? I didn't even know what
exactly.
you're talking. I was like, I think it's tetherball you're talking about. No, but yeah,
Yeah.
Uncle Rico, dude.
Yeah, and so but yeah, I just remember thinking it was really funny the first watch and it just kind of surprises me. I mean, I can't even remember how many times I've watched this in total, but it just like overall surprises me how rewatchable this movie is because I feel like especially for a lot of comedies and maybe it's just straight off nostalgia factor, but like I feel like a lot of comedies especially nowadays are kind of hard to rewatch because it's like once you hear the jokes once, it's like oh, it kind of takes away a lot of the power. But for some reason, like comedies from like 2000, 2000, like 12, like, or even before that, like it's so rewatchable and it's so fun to also watch with other people who haven't seen it because just like the jokes and like Ty mentioned, just even like the delivery and the casting just makes it so much funnier.
How about you, Jordan? What was it like watching this for the first time or rewatching for the pod?
Yeah, I don't recall the very first time.
Dude, we saw it in the theater together. Jordan, it was you and me.
Oh, I can't even remember that, but
Yeah, dude. It came out in 2004.
and I
I
can't
think it was the
remember.
cheap theater. We were in the cheap theater because it was like a Saturday. We
Did
didn't
we
have
love
school.
it right away? Like I know
Oh,
I
I
love
was
quoting it.
laughing immediately. Like I
Okay.
said, the very first, I was already laughing. I don't know if you enjoyed it as much as I did. I was just dying. Like I just thought it was so funny. Like even just like watching a movie about a guy like Napoleon, just I found it funny. Like I don't know, there was just something about like it's not necessarily delusions of grandeur, but like there's something to him, right? Like I don't know if it's autistic or it's just or he's just like special. He's slow because he lies. We knew kids like this in school, like kids that would just lie. What'd you do this summer, Napoleon? I was hunting wolverines with my uncle. What'd you shoot? You get any? Yeah, like 50 of them. What'd you use? A freaking 12 gauge. What do you think? Just like so funny. He's like so inconvenienced by anyone questioning him, and he says things that are such obvious lies. I don't know.
I don't have any
We all know a kid
skills.
like that. I don't have any skills, computer hacking skills, nunchucking skills, bow hunting skills. None of any really good skills. So funny, dude.
Yeah, I did remember the only thing I do remember is how quotable it is, and it lives up to that. And rewatching it, at first I was a little nervous. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna still like it. It's like when I rewatched Good Burger, I was really nervous to revisit it, and I'm like, I still love it. Like there was even a moment when Uncle Rico showed up. I'm like, yes, I am so
Yeah,
happy I'm watching this right now.
looks like there's a lot you don't know about. that that look he gives him too, like, oh my
Yes.
gosh, so funny. Just looks at him like,
Well,
huh,
also,
yeah,
uh, well, also
there's
you can
a
go
lot you
home
don't
because you're ruining everybody's life.
in
It
eating
just,
all our steak.
I
Oh
just,
my god.
I love when he hucks the steak at his face. Oh, just
Watch this.
so,
His, his throw too was like the most effeminate thing I've ever seen. It's
yeah.
like throws it with his forearm. It's so weird. It's so great, dude. Slaps him right in the face. Oh my word.
I love when he shows
Ah.
them his tape, his movie. He's just like, oh yeah, and he's like, all he is throwing a football. I could just go back in time, dude. I love Uncle Rico so much.
Course. Why don't you get your two favorite things, Jordan?
Okay, yeah, so it would definitely be, and the scene that always makes me laugh out loud every time I see it is when he's setting himself up on the time machine and then he plugs it in. He's just like, ah, and he just looks like he's in so much pain, like he's getting
Turn,
electrocuted.
turn it off. Turn
Turn,
it off.
turn it off. I just, for whatever reason, it just makes me laugh out
Wait,
loud.
wait, Jordan. I have to load up the crystals.
That's right.
After all this, Kip seems to be enjoying it. That's what's so funny. He's
Yes,
being
yes.
electrocuted and he like kind of smirks. He's like, this is hilarious, dude. Freaking torturing him. And then like the best part, he goes, this stupid piece of crap doesn't even freaking work. And then the uncle comes in. Uncle Rico comes in and goes, I could
I
have
could
told
tell
you
you
that.
that.
He's like wincing. So funny. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. I could have told you that.
And then we're gonna
Good.
basically just quote the whole movie, but that's the second thing, the quotes. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh, so quotable.
yeah.
So quotable. Cameron, how about you? Your two favorite things.
Yeah, I think my first favorite thing is obviously just Napoleon. I think like John Heder is kind of similar to like a Tony Stark RDJ, where it's like you can't imagine the character without the actor. That I'm like when I think of the character, I think of the actor,
Mm,
and like I just cannot imagine Napoleon being played by anyone else. Like it's just kind of like you guys were talking about, like how inconvenienced he feels at any like the slightest thing or like the slightest inconvenience. He's just
yeah, that
like
sigh.
his it's almost, and that's the thing too. I think it's that makes his like comedy really enjoyable and I think rewatchable too. Is his comedy is much more subtle than a lot of comedies, where it's just like it's a lot more circumstantial and like comedic timing than it is like, oh, he said something so funny. It's just like considering the circumstance, like you said, like the eat all of our steak, like just because he said it right after he's like, Mom said he could go home, like.
Ruining our lives and eating all of our steak.
Yeah, like just the way that everything's delivered and like John Heater's performance is just it's incredible, like and just like legendary. It's like up there with Nacho Libre and Jack Black of just like iconic with the character, um,
Mm.
or synonymous. And then my second favorite thing is just I don't know how best to describe, but I think they like master like like the awkward like the humor of awkwardness that I think is so enjoyable because I feel like especially in like white trash areas or just like we all have had those like extended family relationships or just like weird school relationships where it's like every interaction is like awkward yet funny, but it's like you can't laugh in the moment because it's awkward and weird. But then like outside of it and talking about it later, it's hilarious. But it's just one of those things that seeing it from like a bird's eye view or like a third person point of view just makes it so enjoyable. Just like every single scene with Kip, and he's just like peace out, man. It's just like I just love how or like
La
when
Fonda is the
yeah
best thing that has ever happened to me.
Like, eh,
or when she comes over and then Napoleon's just like She's like, "Been working out?" He's like,
He just takes the drink.
"Yeah."
Doing I'm working on my dance moves.
Like I just love the interactions between every single character is like slightly abnormal. Like I don't know if there's a single normal interaction between anyone in the entire show. And that's what just kind of adds to like this world. It kind of reminds me of like the Coen brothers of how everyone's a character. And this
Oh my gosh.
everyone feels very like their own person and like they're
Oh
from
my
their
word.
and like they're from their own planet. Cause like when they just interact in the high school, it's just like, give me your tots.
I
It's your
love when he
own.
kicks him.
And he just kicks it.
Just
Oh,
gross. It's just squishy.
like every single person in the world. I'm like, bro, this is like just
Well,
like a human being personified to the
A
max. Like,
freaking
well,
starved. I didn't get to eat anything today.
I mean, all day. And then I just love how he like when he's chewing those, they sound like crackers. Like I love how crunchy
It's
those.
so crispy, crunchy. You're trying
And
to be quiet. You guys remember doing that, sneaking
oh,
food in
sneaking
class,
food.
trying
Oh,
to eat it.
definitely. Yeah.
You're eating like a Lay's potato chip, and it's just like a freaking car wreck. It's just like,
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
like
I
all this
just
is
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
it's so gross though that he puts them in his pocket. It just like it just seems so like greasy and unsanitary. I love it.
Also, there's no way that cafeteria food, hash browns are that good of quality. I'm like, no way,
Yes.
Well, that
no way
crunch
they're
comes.
crunchy. They're gonna be
Yeah,
soggy if
well, that
freaking
that
food.
crunch comes from being reheated 8 times, Karen.
Yeah. True.
Oh my fetching goodness, guys, Cameron. So you hit the nail on the head for me when you said characters. Uncle Rico, Pedro, freaking Rex Kwon. Like, guys, like the funniest characters ever brought to screen. I think someone wants to take a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys. You think I got where I am because I dress like Peter Pan over here? Because I go home to Starlet Night. Like, so great, dude. He'll have the reflexes of an eagle, the wisdom of a man, and he's like headlock some chick.
And did you see him kicking the guy in the thigh?
Yeah, he kicks him. He's like the I can't remember all the things he says, and then after he's like, "Who wants to sign up for my 8-week program or whatever?" And he goes,
$300.
"Well, that yeah, $800 or whatever. Yeah, it was." And he's like, "That was a total ripoff."
No, I love it too when he's like, grab my arm. Other arm.
But
My other arm.
I'm just gonna break the wrist, walk away.
away.
Break the wrist, walk
Walk.
away. Jeez, smacks it. Kick me again. Give me your best shot. Just keep smacking him. Oh my gosh, so good. Dude.
Well, and down
Besides,
to you guys said the characters down to like even the people that play the smallest roles, like those guys that run the chicken coop. I mean, they were
oh my word,
characters.
the
Oh my
farmer,
god.
dude.
I can't find my
Over
checkbook.
nine yonder, I'm from the neighborhood. He's
It's
like,
like
they're
a
just like
dollar an hour.
That's
$6. It's like $1 an hour. Oh my gosh, that's great,
he cracks
dude.
an egg before he puts it in the drink.
It's also crazy to me that John Heder was paid $1,000 to play Napoleon Dynamite, and the movie grossed over $40 million.
So they did renegotiate his contract after the movie. It was such a sleeper hit. Like, no, this movie was such a shoestring budget, and it just became such a phenomenon. That's why I also wanted to talk about this movie, because can we just talk about the cultural impact? What do you guys remember after this movie dropped? Everyone was talking like Napoleon. Everyone was quoting it because it kind of did already. It was like an exaggerated version of how we used to talk to each other. Like, we would call each other idiot or stupid, but like once that movie came out, we had that vehicle being like, "Gosh, you're such an idiot!" Like, everyone was calling each other that. Your mom
Tina,
goes
eat
to
your food, you
college.
fat
That
lard.
oh my gosh, Tina, that was one of my favorite jokes, my favorite quotes. Like, Tina, get some ham. Like, guys, it's so hilarious. Tina is
Just
like a
swapping it
llama
out.
tied. It's tied to a fence post. Like, and he's like upset that she didn't come to get dinner. It makes no sense. Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner. It's like tied. And Tina, eat the food, eat the food. Just like throws it. And the llama like flinches every time he like slaps the food. flinches at the smell of it. Oh my word, it's so great, dude. So good.
Dude, and
Grandma's a character. She's the crazy, extreme dirt biker. Everyone in this movie.
Well, and
Oh my god.
she's from Always Sunny. She plays the
Yes, plays the mother, Mac's mom. Love
yeah
it. Yes, absolutely. Same character.
same
dude,
Get
character.
off, Napoleon. Make
and,
yourself a dang quesadilla.
and
Fine.
even Napoleon's pickup lines. There's like, "Are you drinking whole percent or 1% because you think you're fat? Because you're not. You could be drinking whole if you wanted to."
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. See this girl. Is she hot? Yeah, I've got a girlfriend. I took her to the mall to get some glamour shots. And he like pulls out the photo that Deb left at his place. He's such a liar. It's not even his girlfriend. I freaking love that. He just lies about everything. His
Well,
life is so miserable. He just lies about having a girlfriend. He lies about going hunting. He lies about everything.
I
So,
just want to add on the
Yeah.
to the fact that the quotes are even better because of the delivery. Like, and
oh my word.
oh my gosh, I love to. I'm just thinking of the boyfriend of the cheerleader when he's the only one standing up and clapping at the end, and he's like, ah, and he's just like,
Dude,
his
he is.
expression is priceless.
Oh gosh. Or even like when he mocks, like when they're doing the loving hands montage, Cameron did the eagle, or Jordan did the Some
Oh
Say
yeah,
Love song. He's just like scoffing at him, and it's just so funny and exaggerated. He's like
yeah,
one of my favorite high school bullies.
yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Can I have one of hey, can I have one of those pins? He just chucks it down the hall and runs away.
it reminds me, Jordan, it reminds me so much of the bully from Scary Movie. He's like, "Yeah, that's my girlfriend," and then they're like, "Yeah, that's my girlfriend too." Hey,
Shut
shut
up.
up! That's my girlfriend.
That's a great comparison. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh my gosh. Freaking gosh. There's just so much. Yeah. So anyway, the impact that this had growing up, I feel like everyone was quoting this.
I'm,
Everyone called each other fat lard. Everyone called each other freaking idiot. Gosh, every time.
I think the only person that might have been a representation of an actual human being in the movie was at the wedding, the brother of LaFonda when he sees her getting married to the other guy and he just like puts his
Puts
head in
his
his
head in his
hand.
hand. It's like it's still not too late. She says she does, and he's just like, oh gosh. I love it. Besides, we both know I'm preparing to become a cage fighter.
I
Since when, Kip? You have the worst reflexes of all time. Coming at me, Napoleon. What? I said, come to see what happens if you try to hit me. You're such an idiot.
I I spent all day taming this wild stallion.
It's not even a stallion. Oh, I love it. Yeah, they filmed that like a year later. After the movie's a huge success, they filmed this like wedding between Kip and LaFonda. It's great. So
So
great. What a
good.
great end credit scene.
So good.
I still love technology, but
But
not as
not
much
as
as
much
you
as you
see.
see.
But I still love technology. Always and
Always and
forever.
forever.
So great. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Kip, dude. Oh, I'm worried about your vehicle situation. How are you going to get to work? You can borrow my van. I do better on foot anyway. You know what we need to do? We need to get some name tags with our faces on them and whatnot. Make us look all
I,
official.
I bet I could throw a football over the mountains.
Dude, I love when he throws the
What do you
steak
know
at
about
them.
time?
He
And
throws the steak at them on the
telling your
bike.
oh my gosh, yeah. And then when he
Oh,
tries to do the stunt, yeah, you got like 3 feet of air that time. Mind if I give it a try? And he just like smashes his on the bike. So
Oh,
great, dude.
dude, Pedro's brothers feel like they're straight out of Breaking Bad. When they just pull up,
Yes, yes.
vote for
Two goes
Pedro.
or
He offers you
yeah.
his protection.
Tell him, yeah, that little shake that they give. Yeah, they look at the bully. He offers
Yeah,
you his protection. They just threaten him, and he backs off. It's so great.
so good.
I think you tore my mole off. Is it bleeding? A little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so great. There's so many good lines. And your mom goes to college. come on, did this movie coin that phrase? Maybe it didn't, but I swear, like, I didn't even understand how that was an insult, and that was like the insult. Your mom goes. People still say it. It's from this
His
movie.
laugh. And then I love
So,
too when she shows up. How would you like to look like this? This is a woman.
this, this is a girl.
This is a girl.
But then he uses that photo as his girlfriend later. It's
Yeah.
so funny, dude. If
See,
you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true. So good, dude.
dude, and
Oh
that
my god.
end dance, perfect. Ty's done that dance. My wife did that dance at her wedding. It's a classic dance.
Oh, it's a great dance, dude. Who knew John Heder had some moves, dude? I mean, it was funky fresh, dude.
It
It's
took
insane.
me like 3 hours to do your upper lip.
The shading on your upper
That's
lip,
right.
it looks so ugly. Your eyes
I
are
love
popping.
that the mom makes her take him out because she's
Yeah,
like, what did
you were
she
going
say?
with that bullet. Yeah,
You were going,
yeah.
oh, because the uncle told him, yeah, he still wets the bed.
Still wets the bed. He's all distraught. He wakes up with night terrors and stuff.
He's a special
Anyway, are
kid.
we good to move on this 32-piece set?
Oh, the lady, they're selling the boat. I want that boat.
Oh, all that about. Hey, you look like a strong
Oh
guy. Why don't
yeah.
you give this Tupperware a tear? I can't do it.
I
And the
can't.
wife is so disappointed in him. So great, dude.
And
Oh,
apparently when they ran over the Tupperware, it was actually supposed to hold. And then so when it broke, Kip just like drove off because he was like, "Oh fudge," and then they just kept it in the final cut.
that's
Oh,
beautiful.
that's hilarious. So they were told it was going to last, or they didn't know
Yeah,
it
they
would
went told
break.
that when he because what was supposed to happen was when he was gonna do it, it was gonna like bend and then he would go and then it would like be fine. But then he heard it break and he was like, and just drove
Dang
away.
it! Dang it! It drives off. You just lost the sale. It's so great, dude.
He might not have
Oh,
lost the cell. I love he just takes off regardless. Like
he
leaves.
doesn't care. Yeah. Well, and I love that she's just standing there on the front lawn, like she's nonplussed, not even anything. She's just waiting
Yes.
to see what happens. It's so great, and it's just like, dang it! You can just imagine that transaction where he's like, yeah, you can drive a car over, and she's like, I doubt it. And he's like, I'll show you, and it just breaks, just shatters, and like burst open. Oh my gosh.
Any quotes, Cameron? I think that's it.
I think that's yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen this, obviously you need to watch it when you've been hiding under a rock or just been sheltered your whole life.
Yeah.
Definitely do recommend.
It drives me crazy to hear you guys say that there's no additional quotes. There's so many quotes, but yeah, we're just gonna spend the entire night here. So Summer Wheatley, I'm trying to remember. For some reason, like girls saying no in school, that just always sucked. Of course, I never got rejected, so I don't know what that's like, but I'm sure it would suck. So
I have. It's not fun. Stinks.
Not enjoyable.
1 in 5 stars. Wouldn't do again.
Just bringing tetherball back. That's great.
Yes, 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 yes. It's just smacking it. Oh my word. Yeah, Tetherball. Dude, there were so many specific things in that movie. Like even the bully, like pushing him against the locker, and he like kicks up his leg after he's long gone. I don't know why I find that so funny. Like that body humor or whatever. That
Yeah, physical humor.
physical humor, yeah, body humor. Not the same. My head got really hot, so I went home and shaved off all my hair.
Oh, I
I
do.
think he
I do
knocks
want
in
to
the
mention
water.
just when he takes the photo, she's like, "Bring up your fist and then tilt your head," and he just looks like so like not
Now
comfortable.
Unphotogenic,
imagine
yeah.
you're in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by tiny seahorses. He's like, "Wow, that's really really relaxing." He's like completely forgets where he is, swats a flyway. It's just so awkward. It's so great, dude. You have like a vest I could wear. Physical gags. Love the pinata, smashing a pinata of Summer Wheatley. And the principal, he's like there and he's like, listen, I don't know how you do things in Juarez, but here in Preston, Idaho, we don't smash pinatas of your of a fellow high school student. And he goes, I don't understand. We made me take out all the flyers. In my country, we do it all the time. Oh my gosh. That about does it for me. I know we're missing so many valuable quotes from this movie, but
Yeah.
the nunchucks,
Comment a quote that we missed.
Oh yeah, well, it's like, could you come get your crap out of my locker? There's not enough room for my nunchucks.
Yes. She left her.
So
She left her crap on my porch.
that's all this crap. I love when it was like, do you want one of these bracelets or something? He goes, no, thanks. I made like a 50 of those at scout camp. It's such a great line. For any Boy Scouts out there, yeah, there's so many things you make when you're at boys camp or whatever, scout camp. You're like, there's nothing to do, so it's
Well,
time to make another fucking
yeah, I
crap.
literally made one of those that you like.
Yes,
It's like a
yes,
weaving merit badge or something.
exactly. So I knew exactly what he was talking about when he said that too. So good, man. This movie,
Both for Pedro. Both for Pedro.
Pedro. Well, okay, wait, Jordan, remind me. I remember you had a picture of the Vote for Pedro sign. It was like a copy of the copy or whatever. You're like, this was like an official copy of the of the Vote for Pedro that was used in the school, right? Or something like that. I remember you had
Well,
it.
a kid in my class had an actual copy because he knew somebody, I guess, that worked on it, and they gave him one. And then I made a copy of that original, and then I made like a zillion copies, and I stuck them all in like my entire neighborhood just as a joke on everybody's door. I don't know why I
That's
did that.
that's hilarious. Like Vote for Pedro, dude. Dude, yeah, we were like, that's like guerrilla marketing warfare, right? That's insane. They're like, this movie was so fun. People were just taping up Vote for Pedro, like the sign Vote for Pedro. It's just so funny. Like,
Yeah,
oh, it
I
was
always appreciate Vote for Pedro t-shirts or Average Joe for some reason. I mean, that's dodgeball,
dodgeball,
but it just for
right?
some reason those both make me like really smile.
Oh yeah, that's great. And even just his look, the curly hair, the snow boots, the tucked in shirt with the high waisted pants, jeans. It's a look,
And
like
his
for
suit
sure.
is so good.
Oh, dude, pulls on the set. It's awesome. It's incredible. Dude, what is that parked on my driveway?
That's right.
Is Trisha here?
Right.
And then like the way they ride to the prom, one of the Latino brothers is in the back with Napoleon and she's in the front. It's so weird. It's
Yeah.
so awkward. They go to the dance and then they totally leave him. It's so sad. I just watched Better Off Dead, another sad like high school dance scene, and I'm like, this is one of them. Although it's kind of sweet. Like, I like your sleeves. Thanks. I made it myself. It's great.
Yes, just thank you, Jared Hess, for this masterpiece. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
great. Well, it just knocked it out of the park, dude. Well, like I said, I know there's plenty of other quotes, but let's get to movies that you've seen lately, movies that you're looking forward to seeing.
Cameron, you start.
Showed the Cousins 500 Days of Summer because it's a masterpiece. And these two,
Again?
yep. And they all loved it because they're actually smart. And then I watched uh Kiki's Delivery Service, which was, well, Fire and Summer is a 10 out of 10. And then watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which was pretty fun. I thought the premise was enjoyable. It was a 7 out of 10. I mean, obviously visually stunning and gorgeous, but I felt like the second half was kind of lackluster, but and then rewatched Perfect Blue to show Colton, and it was really funny. Drew told Colton that there was no going into it, and I'm like, I don't know if we remember watching the same movie, brother. I'm like, but really, I mean, so intense and insane. 9 out of 10 for me. And then rewatched Belle, again with Colton, 9 out of 10, and I put it in my top 100. I'm still figuring out where I'm gonna put it. Um, and then watched That Awkward Moment with um Drew and Colton, and it's got Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Michael B. Jordan. It's a rom-com. It's got horrendous reviews, but then there was a person on like Instagram or TikTok that mentioned that they was like it was one of the most underrated movies they saw, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought the humor was really funny. The pacing towards the end was kind of meh, and like it, but it finished like decently strong. It was 7 out of 10. It's just like your typical rom-com. Um, and then after that, we started The Interview last night at like like 1 a.m. and we were just crying laughing, bro. That movie is so funny. Whoa, whoa. Let's go back a little, Eminem. It sounded like you said that you're what do you mean by that? I'm like, what do you mean? I like
I I
but
die
like
when
further.
Rob Lowe pulls off his wig, and then James Franco's reaction is like, "Ooh, it's so
Yeah.
good." He's got like
Like,
stringy
what are you
little
talking
wispy
about
hair.
balding? I see some stuff up there. Yeah, James Franco is so funny, and yeah, I was surprised. I enjoyed this even more on the second viewing. It's 8 out of 10 for me. It's just like a really solid. It's one of those really fun group movies to watch with a bunch of people and just like laugh,
8 out of 10. Whoa.
because it's so dumb. It's just so dumb but so enjoyable. And then also finished watching Death Note with Colton, which was amazing. And then we just started Game of Thrones. We just watched episode 1 with Jordan and Colton. And
So good.
Colton's read the first 4 books, so he kind of already knows like everything that's gonna happen. But so it's just like it's nice because I don't have to explain stuff because I barely remember stuff. But it's amazing because like he gets to like see all of it put to screen. And he was like, "Why did I read the books, man?" And then I'm going to see Fall Guy tonight. So I'm just hoping I'm not expecting a masterpiece. I'm expecting it to be dumb and enjoyable.
No, but the reviews are really good right now. It's
Oh,
just,
really?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure
well,
they are. High
I'm
80s, I
excited
would bet.
because I mean Emily Blunt's great,
70s.
Ryan Gosling's great, and it looks like it's kind of like it has like that nice guys kind of tone to it, but it's like kind of
Yeah,
more
Nice Guys
lighthearted.
meets Free Guy, probably, I would say.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
David Leitch, so is that how you
yeah.
pronounce his name? He does all the really good
The
action
John
stuff.
Wick. Yeah. So I'm and it's cool because I know David Leitch started out as a stunt coordinator.
Hmm.
And so like that's why
He
this
knows
movie
his
with
stuff.
like his child. So I think it's kind of fun that he'll actually be able to do that.
Okay, so I just want to mention one, and that's I've been watching Pokemon, and I rewatched the movie, and it's so good, dude. I cried. I'm sorry. It
The
got me.
No,
meme,
you
bro.
did
I
not. You
did.
did not.
And then I'm playing Pokemon through, so if you guys don't see any highlight videos or animation videos anytime soon, that's because I'm playing Pokemon nonstop.
Respect.
I love it. That's great.
Cameron somehow held on to our old Pokemon Advance Game Boy Advances, so luckily for me, I've been able to play them, catch all
Yeah.
150.
It's funny because Jordan refuses to play on like the emulators, which is way better and faster, but
Yeah, you can
No,
like times 3 the speed, which
yeah,
gets rid of all the people.
I get kind of a headache though from that. Like I don't know how you guys your brains process things too fast. Like I
yeah,
need
but you can
slow.
also do it at regular speed, you know.
Yeah, but you can't catch all 150.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, illegally. Ty, what
I'm
about
not even
you?
sure.
What have you seen lately?
So I watched a Amazon show. It was called The Tenant at
That's very apparent.
Windfell Hall. It's like a British story. It kind of feels like it's like a classic romantic tragedy where this woman, like, not to spoil everything, but like kind of like a Pride and Prejudice. This misunderstood woman lives at this place. She's trying to escape her past life, and her demons still try to find her, and like everyone's trying to uncover her mystery. And this guy likes her, and he sees her for who she really is, and of course they're gonna fall in love. So, but I just can't remember the title. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The Tenant of Windfall. I think it's Windfell. Look it up. 3 episodes.
Maybe
It's on
besides the
Prime.
point.
Yeah. It's a good story. It's a really good story.
Look up
I
this
just
movie. I
can't
don't
remember.
remember the title, but it's good.
Fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Anyway.
It's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
no, I have it. Okay, so it is a miniseries. It's called The Tenant of Windfell Hall. That's just hard to say. I don't know why. It's hard for me to say. Came out in 1996, and it was a TV miniseries, and it's on Prime right now. So if you like romantic tragedies that your wife will swoon over, that's a good movie recommendation right there for you.
Cameron,
I
if
can't remember. We talk about Fallout already because I watched all that, but we
I don't
can
know if we
do
talked
it.
about it because I finally watched it. So
Cameron, you need to watch Fallout. It's great.
yeah,
I want to be a vault dweller.
I
I'm gonna be
thought
a vault. I'm gonna be a vault dweller. Yep.
really even after all the creepy secrets unfold, huh?
Oh, okay. Whoa. You don't know anything.
And you want to be married to your
That's right, dude. Cameron,
everybody's.
you need to watch Fallout, Cameron. It's great, dude. I think you'd
It
like it.
it reminds me of oh shoot, what's the other one we enjoyed? The Star Wars one. That's a Western. Mandalorian.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, it reminds me of Mandalorian. It's just a modern
Oh,
Western
yeah. I
or,
mean,
or
there's
a
definitely Western
future
elements. Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic. It's like Mad Max
Mandalorian.
meets. Well, yeah, you said Mandalorian. But I think it has less. It's like Book
It,
of Eli more. It's like a Western.
yeah, Yeah, I know Western's not selling it for Cameron. We should have said something else.
Post-apocalyptic Western. I don't
Wait,
know.
Cameron, if you're looking for a good comedy on Amazon Prime, my wife and I watched Ricky Stenicki. It's really funny. Same, one of the directors from Dumb and Dumber. So
Mm.
it's got
Cannot wait to
John
see
Cena.
Long Legs with Micah Monroe and freaking Nick Cage. Just gonna
I'm
say,
so excited. I am so excited.
building it up too much, but it's just amazing how the trailer was cut. I was like, I'm kind of excited. I'll keep this on my radar.
Yeah,
So
I know. Well, I still need to watch his other movies. I've started them and I keep falling asleep because they're really slow paced.
yeah.
He did
Well, did
uh,
anyone see Arcadian with Nick Cage? It looked pretty good. It looked like
uh-uh.
it kind of looked like It Comes at Night with Nick Cage. I'm not kidding. Look it up. So
Yeah,
I'll send it
I
to
saw a trailer. I saw a trailer.
you. Did you see it? Yeah, yeah. So he's literally like, we stay in here, and then like at the end, they're like just going full ham and killing everybody. Like I'm like, yeah, dude, this is like what I wanted Joel Edgerton to do with his family. Like,
It
go out and kill some zombies.
The reason I laughed is because it sounds like literally probably how they pitched the movie. They're
Yeah,
like, it comes
It
at
Comes at
night
Night
with Nick Cage.
with Nick Cage.
Green light.
Great night. Oh shoot. No man, it's awesome. Any movies you guys are looking forward to?
What
Anything
you
else?
mentioned, I cannot
Yeah, Long
wait.
Legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
Long Legs. We're building it up too much in our mind. That's
I
the problem.
know. Yeah. And
It's gonna
well,
be just fine.
yeah, we'll probably build it up so much and then we'll just won't even see it. Like Ty was all talking about Old West with Nicolas Cage and he never even watched it.
I still need to see it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. All right. Well, everybody, leave us an email, futuremovies@gmail.com. And don't be a freaking idiot and just do it. Um, but we love you lots, listeners. Leave us a comment, like our videos, and share it with the public.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Gosh, Tina, can get some dinner.